Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing well. I know I have been. So in the last few weeks been rough. I mean, me trying to get my Hyperion. I thought it would take like a week, but no, it takes like uh 2 entire weeks to do it. It's like, oh yes, because I thought farming would get me close to there, because I have my massive sugarcane farm, but I had to sell a lot of stuff for it. So then it's like, well, that's great. And then it's like, I bought the first scroll of my Hyperion, and it's like, oh, that's not bad. It's 300 mil. Each of the scrolls like 200 mil. It shouldn't be that terrible. So, and then the next scroll is like, keep rising up in price, and it's like, bruh. So, anyways, it's like, I got my second scroll, and it's like, okay, that's not bad. And then, by the time on my third scroll, it's like, bro, it keeps rising up in price. Like, why is it doing this to me? And I'm just like, how am I ever going to get my last scroll? But I somehow got RNG carried to like 2 SHS plates, like a couple, like more than 2 3, maybe 4 SHS plates, and like 2 Shadow Fears, maybe 3. I'm not. Yeah, it was 2 Shadow Fears so far, and I'm like, well, that's cool. I mean, Legion and Overload by itself makes a lot, and that is just great, just how much floor 5 actually makes. It's very nice. And is this dude any good? I don't know, because his API is off. So it's like I got my... What was I talking about? So, yeah. Floor 5 just makes a lot of money. And it's just very, very nice for like me now, because I need money for... Oh my gosh. His API was off. Alright. So I need like Soul Eater 5 on my Giant Sword just so it'd be any good. So it's like, I don't understand why people have their API off. It's the dumbest thing. So anyways, it's like, now it's like I need Soul Eater 5 on this, and that's like 20 mil. Like, holy crap. Why is it so much? And this guy, it has absolutely nothing useful. He literally has his API off. He is on 700 secrets. Why is it 700 secrets? So, I'm just here. So, it's like after I got my Soul Eater Giant Sword, as soon as I get this, I'm probably just gonna put Legendary Gemstone here. So, it's like I got that. As soon as I got my Hyperion, it's like, oh, alright, let me just put Implosion on it. Let's see if it'll have a cooldown. Me not reading the description. And so I was like, I forgot that it has a 10-second cooldown. So as soon as I like, oh, that's just great. It has a 10-second cooldown. It's like, maybe if I put down another one, and maybe if I put on another scroll, maybe it'll actually do something. And I was like, okay. But no, it actually stacks the scrolls. It doesn't do anything. For example, if I just like search up Hyperion, if there's like 2 scrolls on it, where just go lowest. Yeah, you can sometimes see it on the auction, like there's like 1 or 2 scrolls on it. But there would be like 2 scrolls on it. Cause you can get it with like, yeah, there's none on the auction. There's because if it doesn't actually remove the cooldown, it just stacks the scrolls, and it's like, well, that's great. I have to spend another couple of days, but I was averaging like 50 mil a day on like 4 or 5, which is very nice. So it was very nice just making a lot of money. Also, my buddy Dynamic what's he complaining? Can I? So as soon as I got my scrolls and it's like, well, that's just great. And like my thing too is like, but once I got my third, it was like, wow, that's just fantastic. And it's like, I know what I can do. I can make a video. What I was gonna do, I was going to make a video on crafting it, but like, but I forgot. So, which was like, oh, well, that's great. There goes a one in a lifetime moment. I should have like recorded clips of doing it, but I was just too impatient. Why did he leave? Can he stop leaving? He's an idiot. Why did he leave? Alright, so I don't know. I mean, Hypixel just allows you to do more things, and in my opinion, is probably one of the most broken weapons in the game, even though people don't think that it is. But just look at it. It literally destroys. Well, it's not destroying any mobs right now, but you get it. Where is this last mob? I swear to God, if it's a fail. There, yeah. But, I mean, it destroys in, like, the normal floors, which is really nice. But it also destroys in, like, the outside. It does, like 1.4, 1.3 mil damage. It's pretty goated. So, it's, like, it's very broken for how much... Right, okay. I just love it when they disconnect. It's just... So, I mean, Hyperion in general is just... very, very nice weapon, honestly. I mean, you should get it. It's really not terrible. I mean, that's my opinions, but anyways. So anyways, about my life, we'll move on away from the game for now. So basically what happened, I think Friday was, I think my mother just, like, ended up getting, like, very sick. Like, came with like home with like the flu, and her boss I think had COVID, and then my mom got sent home. Thank God she didn't have COVID. So it's like, and then she got everyone else sick. I'm somehow one of the healthier ones of my mom and dad right now. My sister comes home, she has COVID, and I'm like, oh, that's fun. Like, that's fun to deal with. It's like, how can I stay healthy out of everyone else in my how am I the healthiest still? I don't understand. All I had was a headache, I think, and I'm just... Oh my gosh. It's just... I'll just add them to the ignore list. You freaking nons. Whatever. Why did they go in? Anyways. So my sister, like, came home with COVID, and that's just fantastic. And yeah, and I was like, oh, a good thing I didn't hug her. I'm hoping it's a test negative, like a false positive, because you know sometimes it'll test wrongly, but it probably isn't. I don't know how the hell she got COVID in the first place, but she somehow did. So like, I don't understand how. What does he have? Spirit Scepter. He has nothing. What does he have? He's fine. So, I don't know. It's been weird the past few days, and I'm just glad that I'm somehow the healthiest of the family, or kind of, but everybody else is still a bit sick. So it's like, whatever. Life is life. You really can't do anything about it. I mean, what I've been working on in game for like the past few days is trying. I found it. I'm going to try to go LCM. People are like, oh, you need Cata 45 for LCM, but also, you really, I don't know. Maybe it's just a Soul Eater that just makes it broken for LCM, or I don't know. Because with like Juju and Soul Eater, it's actually broken, and that's why it outclasses so many weapons in the game. So, yeah, it's pretty broken enchant. I don't know if it should be capped or anything, but I don't know. Soul Eater is Soul Eater, I guess, but I don't know how they haven't nerfed it yet. I mean, it was broken where it would do the wrong stat additive, but instead they just fixed it. It's like, okay, we'll actually fix it this time. And it's still broken, don't get me wrong, because like, if you like know like the damage and like the higher floor mobs, it's like bruh. So yeah, Soul Eater is just very good. I mean, Swarm on the other hand, Swarm is just a weird enchant. I remember it did like percentages buff. Actually, no, a stat buff on it, and now they just changed it, so it's just percentage, I think. Because I think it used to like go with the sword, like buff it like 10%, but it's actually not 10% more better. It's actually, I don't know, it's weird math. So Swarm was broken, I guess, and they just fixed it. It was good for ghost grinding. That's from what I heard, but I don't do ghost grinding, so I have no idea. I tried it, and then it's like I gave up immediately. And then they completely changed over the AI, so it's like, well, looks like I can't even do ghost grinding, because you just basically do it with Crimson. I mean, I don't know. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Swarm is Swarm, and they also changed combo, made it like actually good. I don't even know if it was even broken in the first place. Because it's like, oh look, it's actually utter garbage. Because I think it would like cap out like, I don't know, 50 crit damage and strength. 50 strength? I don't know. But it was very garbage, and yeah. I need to turn on auto reparty. So, combo is just one of those things that I think it's still viable with like Lion Pet. Because I've actually used it and it's actually not bad. If you like going first strike combo, and you can actually do like really good amount of damage if you do it right. Although everybody thinks it's garbage and they don't care, but it's actually not bad of a enchant as people think it is. But that's just my opinions. I have it on my giant sword because I was like, you know what, screw it, enchants are better, so just screw one for all, and it's been going great because I have champion on it. Also, it's 301. So yeah, just, I mean, all the other ultimate enchants like Bank is like meh, but it's actually good for like Slime AFKing, because you put like for example, you get Shark and you throw a Bank on it, you would be able to like AFK it pretty well. And plus they actually changed the AI this time, where I think they don't collide with each other from my slime minions. And yeah, I don't know. Hypixel admin's doing weird things, I guess. So I think combo is like, people really should like look at it, because it's just basically the same thing as Swarm, but it's based off kills instead of mobs. I don't think it would be a bad enchant to use, especially it's really cheap now. I mean, Swarm is different and weirder. I mean, it's better in certain situations like Terracotta. Swarm on like a, I don't know, Astrea wouldn't be, actually no, it would be terrible, never mind. Because it doesn't buff the sword anymore. But, I don't know, I don't think even Swarm is even good late game. So I think it's just, Swarm is just kind of garbage, just like Combo. Because Combo goes off kills and Swarm goes off of mobs. I can just, since I don't need these. So, yeah. So, I don't know, I think the two enchants are just, I don't know. I think they're okay. I think Swarm is on the same level as Combo. And I think I think people should really stop underestimating how good it can possibly be. So, but don't take my word for granted, even though I only used it for like a little bit. So, I'm just saying it's not terrible, but it's basically like first strike, but you get additive damage, because if you're like broke and you need like an alt enchant, Swarm is like the thing to go for. Not Swarm, Combo. I mean, plus 50% damage on like max is actually not bad. I mean, Soul Eater is still there, but that's like enchanting 36, I think. I mean, Soul Eater is broken, but also requires high enchanting, but like, I mean, if you spend enough time on it, you can literally get Soul Eater very easily. It's really not that difficult. Rend, I think, should just get a rework, because it's just, I don't know, it's kind of garbage now, but I don't know, I think it should just get a rework or something, because it's very garbage of how it works, because you need to like left click, and back then it was like good because you can just spam arrows and they would go off like max crit. I don't think, but nowadays it's just like clearing and then just doing damage, so it's really not that worth. I mean, the only time I would see it worth is like, I guess just having another bow in your inventory with like Rend on it, and then just like left clicking it while you're just DPSing like Master Necron or whatever. And I think it'll still work just as good, just, I don't know. I think Rend would be, I don't know, I think, but Rend is like no damage though. So, but it all depends, I guess. I guess there's not enough experimentation to see if it's actually good or not now. Just like Combo. Combo's like a second first strike, but instead of it's actually kind of usable, but Rend is like, why are you using Rend? It's literally useless. I don't know, I think it should just get a rework, like aiming did. I mean, aiming was, I mean, back then aiming was like broken, I guess. You can literally like have like, you can have like a explosive bow, like shoot like everywhere, and then at like the end it will just like explode and kill all the mobs, like spooky meta. I mean, it's still good, like don't get me for granted, but I don't know, I think it was a good rework, so maybe they just rework like Rend would be a good idea. So yeah, I guess Rend should be reworked, and I feel like people would agree on me with it. There's not much use for Rend nowadays, but there's not enough experimentation. Like, all someone has to do is just get a Ren 5, like, yeah, because Ren will do, yeah, it's 25%, and, like, the arrows that you will have, like, on, like, the boss, by that time, you'll probably end up killing it before it actually does a noticeable amount of damage. Like, people kill things really fast. And then, like, things like Duplex just completely kills it. And Inferno is like the second stepping stone as well. So I think it just like got like out or just like completely forgotten. It's very shit, I guess. But it just needs to be dealt with. I mean, I never use Ren. Like, I don't do Master Mode that much. And I don't even see people using Ren. And it doesn't even do a noticeable amount of damage anyways. To be even good. Because it goes off a last crit. Right? Yeah, last critical shot on target. Bro, just get rich. Oh my gosh. Just grab it later. I'm not giving you money. You should have had the 5 mil. Like, it's not hard. You have 2 days to make 5 mil. It's not that hard. Anyways. Come on, I'm gonna go in if you're... So, I think it should just be somewhat reworked, but Rend is whatever. I mean, Rend exists, you really can't do much about it. Soul Eater is just broken, I guess. So, and then just like, combo is just underrated. But that's how the Skyblock sweats are. I guess they just don't care about enchants already bad. I mean, Chimera is just its own thing in a nutshell, so you really can't do much about it. I mean, Alt Wise is very nice for how good it is. I mean, 50% main it, not terrible, but. Maybe like more like damage enchants, like more ult enchants like geared towards like ability damage or defensive, like more armor enchants would be very nice. Like, I mean, that's what they've been doing, but like the only good armor enchant right now is Legion, and it's actually kind of, in my opinion, is kind of garbage for how expensive it is. Like, yes, you get a stat boost, but like, you only need a stat boost if you're doing dragons. And in like Master Mode, like literally your Kata level is just gonna carry you. Like, I wish I was joking, but I'm not. Like, you can use like anything else, and plus you're gonna be like by yourself the entire time, and you won't need like extra stats, I guess, like during boss, because literally your tank is just gonna tank. So Legion's like kind of garbage. I mean, other than, I mean, yes, I get like Slayers, but like nobody does like group Slayers nowadays, because I mean, people do loot shares. I mean, Habanero Tactics is pretty good because it's fishing, and it's actually an alt enchant geared towards fishing, which is great. But I don't even know how expensive it is. Yeah, did I say it right? But it's very expensive. No, that's, never mind, that's the wrong one. Bobbing time, yeah, that's right. Bobbing time. Bobbing time is so expensive. Like, I don't know. I mean, all like the new alt enchants are just expensive. But I think there just needs to be more alt-in changes geared towards like certain aspects of the game. For example, like arrows, like I can do like 300, 400k damage with like my term, and then meanwhile I'm doing like a couple million with my meta stab. Like, what the hell? And on my melee, it's like doing like around the same, or even more. Like why is arrows so bad? I mean, of course I'm using flint, but still, like, it shouldn't be doing that bad. Like, I never seen a person doing like 1 mil crits with terms or jujus or whatever, but like, I don't know. But like, I mean, that's like, I mean, Solitaire is just like any enchant. It's just for anything. I mean, Duplex is like also an arrow enchant, but like, what about armor? Like, I mean, Rend was specifically for arrows. It's just terrible now. So, I don't know. Because it would like stack infinitely, I think. Because Rend would like crit. I don't know. But Rend sucks, but they do have Duplex, but maybe just more armor enchants. I mean, like, we already have one for like Hybnera Tactics, is pretty good for like Slayers, but we don't have any for like mages, other than Wisdom, but like more like variety of alt enchants would be fantastic. Because we don't even have like a second page of alt enchants yet. It's kind of sad. We have one for like last stand, maybe like one for healing. So you don't have to go like pure like defensive, you can go for healing if you want. But maybe Hybnera Tactics also does that. Hybnera. Does it? I mean, it buffs wands, but wands are pretty trash in dungeons. Also, I mean, it would be good if there was wands like actually was dungeonizable maybe, and it would actually scale in dungeons, so it wouldn't be terrible. But it's probably good that it's not, because healers exist. So I don't think wands are necessary, but let me know what your thoughts are. I don't want this to be too long of a video. So anyways, thank you for watching. See you around. Bye.